On this channel, we love to run numbers for people. Our channel is called $1 Million Made Easy. We like to show people what might be ahead if you invest in the S&P 500 and it does anything like it's done in the last 100 years, which we believe it's probably going to be within the range of the worst case scenario and the best case scenario of the last 100 years. That's the range you'll find yourself in. But this individual was actually wanting me to run some numbers in pounds, the British pound, but actually, if we just run it in American dollars, and you can use your own conversion rates to figure that out, because you are going to be investing in American companies, the S&P 500. So I'm just going to run it in dollars, but you'll see the same kind of ratios will hold up whether you do it in dollars or pounds, apart from the exchange rate, of course. But this individual said he was 39 years old. He had $15,000 in his accounts right now. 15,000. And he wanted to know where he might be contributing 600, he said pounds. Well, I'm going to do $600. And we're going to run this for every single year. Again, like we said in previous videos, if the returns are anything like they were in 1924, these are the kind of numbers you'd have. If he's 39 years old, he's probably looking at 25 years. So he'd have like 559,000. So let's go ahead and update this for every single year. And we're going to be looking at his 25-year column. Because if he's 39, that's probably he's going to be going until 64 or so. It could be last 59 or 69. Well, let's just look at this. The worst case scenario was actually 1924. Why? Because for the next 25 years, you hit so many down years. I think there was 11 of them in the 30-year reign. But anyway, 559,000. Well, look how many other times you'd be up in the millions. So $600 a month. It's beginning with 15,000. These are the kind of numbers we're looking at. The median being $1 million. Again, that's why our channel is called $1 Million Made Easy, because I like to see how much you can have. Actually, if you have 35 years, you just blow it away. The median to be $3 million. Of course, that's starting with 15,000. You also want me to run it for $1,000. So let's go ahead and do that. Again, 1924. After 25 years, it'd be 866, which I assume that's going to be the worst case scenario also in the last 100 years, because it doesn't really matter. It's multiples we're talking about. And sure enough, no, it is different. Excuse me, 851,000. I'll have to check into that, why that's a little bit different. But 851,000 with $1,000 a month. I guess this 15,000 can affect that. Anyway, $1,000 a month, beginning with 15,000. The worst case scenario in the last 100 years for a 25-year period was 851,000. Out of curiosity, I want to see when that is. We're looking for 874. There it is right there, 1954. 1954. He also wanted me to run it for one other amount, 1,700, which I love doing this for people. Again, we believe the returns for the next 20, 25, 30, and 35 years aren't going to be drastically different than what they were in the last 100 years. They aren't going to be worse than the Depression years, and they aren't going to be better than the 80s and the 90s. Again, this is with the S&P 500. 1,700 a month, beginning with 15,000. Over a 25-year period, the worst you're going to see in this column is 1.345 million. The median being $2.626 million. I also ran it if you don't include the Depression years, because some people think that those were such drastic years. So since 1973, the worst case scenario would be 1.5 million, with the median being $2 million. That's contributing $1,700 a month, beginning with 15,000. So hopefully these numbers make sense to you. I love running numbers for people just to see the potential, what the S&P 500 can do for you in the future. If it continues to do what it's been doing decade after decade, time after time, you're going to have your ups and your downs. But over the long run, if you can be in it for a long period of time, you're going to see these kind of numbers. Especially we like to look at the 30 and 35-year column, because that's when it returns to the mean. Because you can have a bad decade. You can have a bad decade like right here, or you're just down so much it takes a while. But if you can be in it for 30 or 35 years, you're going to catch some of these good decades. That's what's happened over and over again in the past. The market always comes back one way or another. Our channel is called $1 Million Made Easy. I love running numbers for people. Just ask me in the comments and I'll do that. Again, thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing. Tell your friends about these numbers. Let them see. If you want me to run some numbers, just let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching.